We live. What's up? Happy Tuesday. I'm loading into Omaha, Nebraska right now. I just grabbed the scenery. One thing about BeyondATC is the taxiway data is largely dependent on your scenery or the data that's in Microsoft Flight Sim. So if you have custom scenery and that custom scenery has correct taxiways, then you're going to get good taxiways in BeyondATC. All right, I don't think I've ever flown out of this airport. I literally just installed the scenery, and I also haven't flown the HondaJet in a really long time, so this will be fun. That's the word. Let's check this scenery out real quick. This one had really high ratings. This one and Oklahoma City both had very, very high ratings. Signature. Is this live weather? It must be. What's going on, Chase, Josh? Raccoon, hey Nikki. Jet links. Bunch of hangars over here. Let's make our way over to what looks like a few gates. Hey Steve, what's up? Hey Cyber. All right, we got the Delta section. Looks like maybe not all of these have Delta on them. And then Southwest, I think. Oh, looks like they even did like some of the road signs here. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, they did. What's up, Sean? Updated terrain? I am running Rex Accu season as I usually do. I wonder if this is part of the scenery or just... I have ground traffic turned on. I was working on a video and turned on ground traffic because it's pretty lonely without it. Big FedEx center over here. Got some caravans. So these are static as part of the scenery, I guess. Couple of FedEx feeder cargo, or did it say feeder on them? Yeah, it did. What's up, Mike Bravo? Hey, Mike. Sylvain, what's going on? Raven. Corpo. Alright, yeah, the HondaJet's going to be a little change of pace here. This thing is much faster than anything I've flown in a long time. I think that the only thing faster than this, or near this speed I've flown somewhat recently was, what, probably like 2 months ago when I was playing with Phoenix Block 2. So this'll be fun. All right, let me head over to Sim Brief. So first flight, probably not the only flight. The first flight says it's going to be... Oh yeah, there are no checklists in this, huh? I think the checklist might show up on the screen in this guy. I already got the flight generated here. Omaha to Oklahoma City. And it's estimated 43,000 feet for our cruise, which is something crazy about the HondaJet. I thought it went up to 41, but apparently I'm wrong. I guess it can go up to 43. That must be the ceiling. And then average 32 knot headwind. And then we do have, or I'm going to use BeyondATC today. We do have an arrival. We have a star here. So Omaha to Oklahoma City. I'll probably play around with, use some of the AI voices too. Take some of that workload off my plate. And BeyondATC just got some updates. Did some bug fixes and stuff like that. So I am on the latest and greatest. There we go. All signed in. Get it imported here.
BeyondATC connected.
What's up, Agent 86? What's up, Sierra? Longitude time. Yeah, you guys can finally fly faster than 200 knots. Following along with me somehow. Somehow we're going to go faster. All right. Oh, 420. I always do this. This is something that I just can't remember to do when I create my flight plan. SimBrief just needs to remember your last call sign. Like, I always forget to change my registration number here. I actually wonder, can I type anything here? No, I can't. Okay. I was hoping I could type like HondaJet or something, but it looks like it's still using November for a lot of the call signs. There was that one time where it was calling me like Beach or Piper or something, or maybe Meridian. But it doesn't always have the, often it doesn't seem to know the plane type. It just uses my November registration instead, that call sign. All right, and then we got OVR, PWE. Well, let me look up what those names are real quick, just so we know them. All right, OVR is the Omaha VOR. Okay, I'm gonna write that in my notes. Omaha, and then PWE is Pawnee City. Pawnee City, that's going to my notes. And then the Murrah 3 arrival, we'll have to look that up. All right, update my registration to regenerate it again. All right, well, we'll check our fuel first. Yes, on the HondaJet. What's up, Elaine? Hey, Wary, what's going on? Okay, block fuel 2204. And it's got us holding 4 passengers, so total payload is 920, block fuel 2204. Oh, we're at 23. That was pretty good. There's 2215, and then payload. Payload needs to be 920 is what it automatically chose for us. All right, 925. Let's go a little lower rather than a little higher. All right, I'm gonna take the time to put in the weights here, so we're not completely just perfectly balanced with every single passenger happening to weigh the exact same amount of weight. Okay, so I just need to do 4 passengers weighing a total. What? Why did I do that? Wait, how are we at 362 payload when all I have in is 160? This thing is so buggy. All right, bring it to 0. 160. Okay, now it says 160. We need to get up to 920. 920 with 4 passengers. So we're going to have a co-pilot today. Let's do 130. And then the co-pilot, I was doing some investigation with SimBrief, and from what I can tell, when you have the passenger number here, that includes the crew. So I always thought in the past that if you put in 0, that means you just have the pilot. But I looked around at some of the 0 fuel weights, like in the Cessna last night, and the 0 fuel weight with 0 passengers was just the empty weight matched a rough empty weight, just a few pounds off from a Cessna 172's empty weight that I looked up just on the POH or something. So it doesn't add in the pilot automatically. So you actually have to put the pilot as a passenger, it seems like, which I didn't know that. I've always put it at 0 when I've had none. So I'm sure all of my fuel estimates were off because of that. Probably had less fuel than I should have had because it thought there was zero pounds of anything on there. But the total payload is what we really need to do for the block fuel to be accurate. But if we do 0 payload, then, you know, we got plenty of fuel. Anyway, let's try to get 920 in here. $750. Whoops, I can math. There we go, 920. So we got 4 passengers. Let's see. I don't know where the passengers sit. Maybe I'll swap the 150. I don't know which side they're on. Oh, there's the... Oh, whoops, that's because I put 2,000. All right, this passenger is not near the other ones. All right, well, maybe we'll have a crazy CG. Who knows? All right, so we got 2215 for our fuel and 920 pounds for our payload. All right, we're good there. All right, let me get the battery on. I think the checklists are built into this thing, but it's been a while. I do know that I hate using the G1000 in it, which is part of the reason I don't fly this very often. Is I really hate dealing with these little joysticks. You have to like click and drag to move to the spot, the pane you want to edit. Pane is the right word. All right, so it's aligning right now. And at least we can do a sim brief import. That's nice. Oh, or we can't. All right, account linked. There we go. All right, Omaha to Oklahoma City import. And we're gonna let our co-pilot do a lot of the work for us, and I don't have to mess with the G1000, which I don't want to anyway. All right, there's got to be checklists though, right? Somewhere. Oh yeah, and we have buttons on the screen, so we don't just use the GTCs in this. A little weird. So I can't go home on this side. Okay, this only controls the center. Okay, so left and right screens. Our PFDs are controlled by the buttons, and only this is controlled with these two, it looks like. Okay, it's been a bit. So we have our charts. We do have checklists here. Okay, nice. All right, batteries on, oxygen checked and normal. You know, maybe I'll just do the quick start. I don't want to... The flight is going to be long enough. And I know a lot of the stuff in this is automated, so we're not going for full realism, as we almost never do. Pressurization. Let me just try the quick start. Actually, I think I just turn on the fuel here on these two, and then hit the start buttons. Usually not at the same time. Oh, we do have external power available. Oh, it's already hooked up. Electric emergency power. All right, battery on, generators normal, cabin power. And the engines are starting up. They're already started and idle. Okay, ITTs are rising. Nose wheel steering. I really wish they had in-sim checklists, because When you don't fly a plane for a while, you can hit the little eyeball and it'll zoom the camera to the exact right spot. But I think all of our controls pretty much are here and down here. Anti-ice, engine anti-ice. Fuel pumps are on normal. And we got bleeds and trims. Okay. And then speed brakes. Flaps, we have takeoff and landing, so we'll put them in takeoff position. All right, let's see if I can... Anything else here catches my eye quickly. Landing gear is down. Thrust to cut off. This is all before starting engines. All right, seats and seatbelt adjusted. Doors are closed. Parking brake is set. My switch is set there. Cast messages review. Well, they're all off because I already started it. Yeah, engine start. You just press engine start on the selected engine, and then anti-ice as required. Disconnect external power. I wonder if it got rid of it automatically. It did. Okay. Flight controls free and correct. Anti-ice as required. Transponder, flight ID, nav source, altimeters, flaps for takeoff. That's done. Speed brake check. Cabin signs and parking brake release. Okay, so let's get our clearance going, and we already have our flight plan pulled in. And does this change my range? Okay, it does. Beautiful. All right, BeyondATC is already started and imported. I'm just going to go use the BeyondATC interface here to grab the ATIS, and we'll listen in and write it down.
Airport information Yankee 00360. Wind 310 at 17, gusts 31, visibility 10. Ceiling 3,500 broken. Temperature 17, 2.11. Altimeter 2963. Landing and departing runways 32 right, 32 left. Advise on initial contact. You have information Yankee.
All right, we got information Yankee. Let's have our co-pilot. Oh, what should we use now? I'm definitely going through my premium characters. Let's go ahead and turn on an auto respond voice. Did we use Squirrel last time? Let's use British AvGeek.
Hello everybody and a very warm welcome back to the program. This is British AvGeek and I'm a guest voice in BeyondATC.
All right, British AvGeek co-pilot, and whoa, why is it? The heck? It's automatically scrolling my window up. I think it's actually using maybe one of my throttles is doing that or something. All right, so we're on premium until I run out. Let's go ahead. AvGeek's gonna grab the clearance for us. We have information Yankee.
November 420 Sierra Bravo, request IFR clearance to Will Rogers World Airport.
November 420 Sierra Bravo, Omaha clearance, cleared to Will Rogers World Airport. Radar vectors Omaha VOR, then is filed. Maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 430, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 124.5. Squawk tree 610.
All right, 3610, and vectors to Omaha first, which we don't...
Cleared to Will Rogers World Airport. Radar vectors Omaha VOR, then as filed. Maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 430, 10 minutes after departure.
Right, 2963.
Departure frequency 124.5.
5,000 feet.
3610, November 420 Sierra Bravo.
And 3610.
November 420 Sierra Bravo. Read back correct.
What's up, Underdog?
Contact ground 121.9er when ready for start or taxi.
All right, 121.9er. So I don't think it's going to put in the transponder.
121.9er when ready for start or taxi. November 420 Sierra Bravo.
All right, so it's over on ground already, but it doesn't put the transponder in, so we'll do that 3610 on the transponder. And if you forget any of the information here, oh man, I was thinking about doing like a live tutorial. I am working on a BeyondATC for like absolute noobs, so I'll probably have that done this week. I was thinking about potentially doing like live tutorials in a way, like treat them as if I'm recording them, but then people can say what topics they want because I'm so bad at making videos. It just takes me so long, or I just don't do it that often. But I don't know. I was thinking like maybe this stream I could just talk about everything, but I think I need to do like a poll beforehand to find out if people even want those kind of streams. All right, 3610, enter. And now we'll go up and make sure we're on altitude reporting mode. Done. All right, nice. And then we have 5,000 feet is set, and we're expecting runway either 32 right or 32 left. 32 left is what SimBrief said we'll probably get. So we'll just set our heading bug to 320. It's going to be around that anyway. 320. All right, they said we're going to get vectors to Omaha, so we're going to fly runway heading until they tell us to turn. We can climb up to 9,000 feet. All right, so back on the checklist, we got the transponder code in, flight ID, and flight plan. Flight plan is entered. Should probably double check it. Omaha to Pawnee City, and then the Murrah 3 arrival with the Bellman transition. That looks right. And we've got some VNAV altitudes all throughout there. We can double check those in cruise. And then to Oklahoma City, 35 left anticipated. All right. Yeah, that looks good to me. Flight plan in chat. Oh, yeah. My bad. There's the flight plan in chat. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, if you guys are using, like Navigraph and SimBrief, if you do it at the same time, you'll probably get the same flight plan if you're flying a jet. But yeah, there it is. There it is in any case. I'll get it imported here. Omaha to Oklahoma City. All right. I feel like so much of the AI ATC test is, does it get the taxiway instructions right? But we just know now how BeyondATC uses whatever's in your sim. So if you have a default airport, it probably is going to have bad taxiway information because most of the Asobo taxiway information is wrong. If you have custom scenery, like I just installed, then we have a higher chance of getting good taxiway data. There are a lot of taxiways here, so we'll see. And then with Say Intentions, they released that taxi tuner tool where they're crowdsourcing the taxi data. Basically, human data is first when it's approved by their team. Second is Navigraph data if they have it. And then third is Asobo data. But it's not to say one of the approaches is wrong, but in the long term, if the data gets fixed on Asobo's side, then all of a sudden all the data will be fixed. If they just fix certain airports. That'll just come in time. But for now, Say Intentions has kind of a way you can fix it instantly, which is cool. All right, navigation source is set to FMS. That's good. And altimeter's set from the ATIS 2963. It's the same if you hit B on your keyboard. Flight plan's the same. Nice. What's up, Lifetime? Hey, Mike. What's everybody without a HondaJet flying? I think the citation would be good. You can do the CJ4 or the longitude. I think the main issue is that the HondaJet, we're going to get up to flight level 430 in this thing. So yeah, it might be hard to be too close to each other. This thing is it's crazy how high this thing can go. All right, next checklist, brakes. Check the brakes. No, we just know that stuff's all going to work. There's no failures in this thing. And I will make sure that my stick works, though. It does. And my pedals. Little wave there. Oh, the Phenom. Yeah, any business jet or airliner should be fine. It said that our estimated block time... Actually, I'll look at our air time because for me, block time doesn't matter because it's always 3 hours on the ground. Our estimated air time up here, 1 hour and 19 minutes. So if you do yours in SimBrief as well and look at your air time and it's similar, then we're probably good. And it's much harder to coordinate jet flights when we're all, especially if I'm flying something like this and not like just the trusty Phoenix. Yeah, don't often get to fly an airliner. I know. I mean, this isn't, this is as close as I get most of the time to an airliner. This is going to make me very uncomfortable how fast this thing is. Okay, flaps are already set for takeoff. We did that. Trim set for takeoff. Looks like we need a bit of nose up pitch trim right here into the green. And I don't see any green indications on the other ones, so we'll just go. Oh, nice. The actual little slider handles turn green when it's in the right range. I guess 4 is probably right around the middle. All right, 4 nose up. Oh, loving the ATR. Flight level 120. It's like a baby airliner, yeah. Not as fast as it seems. I think it goes, like I'm used to the Vision Jet that goes like Mach 0.65 or 0.62 or something. I think this goes Mach 0.72. I think this is a good like 100 knots faster than the Vision Jet. So, all right, speed brake, retract. It is retracted. I guess we can test to extend it. No, I don't even have anything set for speed brake. Oh, isn't the speed brake? Wait. Isn't the speed brake on the back of each engine? Oh, it's right here on the, oh, sorry, on the tail. Whoops. Yeah, right back there. That little speed brake. I forgot where that thing was. That's cool. Okay. So I'll have to manually go down and click that probably. And I do need to, I should probably check. So we have auto throttle in this. Yeah, there's AT right there. I mean, all those buttons are easily accessible. Unlike in the Vision Jet, where you have to look down, like near your leg, at least you have auto throttle right up here. So that's pretty nice. Oh, 0.71 with a good tailwind. Sounds good to me. All right, navigation is set. We're going to go into heading mode first, and then flight level change and turn. Let's see. Speed selection is on the FMS already, so we'll leave that alone. Looks like it's got us at 140. Seems a little slow. And then is this push on cabin supply? Yeah, push on for cabin oxygen. That's a good idea. Okay, that is set. All right, so navigation is set. I can't hit these buttons for the checklist, can I? Oh, that would be nice. Okay. Navigation is set. Flight guidance. Told data. Takeoff and landing data confirmed. Takeoff briefing. We're flying vectors, waiting for vectors for Omaha, and then as filed after that, climb maintain 5,000 is what we're doing. And we're expecting runway 23 left. They could give us 23 right. And they're both to the south here of us. We're on the east ramp, GA ramp. So we're expecting a taxi of something like Lima Delta, maybe Sierra and Echo. And ice protection as required. It is 17 degrees Celsius outside right now. All right, and this is after takeoff. Landing gear up. Let me go ahead and uncheck that. Okay, I think we're good. And then I believe all the lights in this thing are pretty much automatic. Let me turn the inset map on here. Relative terrain. There's so much detail here. All right, let's go to least detail. There we go. Okay, and then I think I can look at the system over here. Is it under utilities? Oh, sorry, it's aircraft systems. Status. There we go. So yeah, the lights, I think, we'll see. I think it turns the lights on automatically. Yeah, the beacon is on, the nav light is on, taxi light's off. I think when we start moving, it turns it on though. Okay, let's get our taxi finally. And we're just gonna request taxi to runway. British Avgeek's gonna take care of us.
November 420 Sierra Bravo. Request taxi to the active.
All right, so
November
3-2 left or right?
Sierra Bravo, runway tree 2 left taxi via Lima 1 Lima. Hold short runway tree 2 right.
All right, Lima 1 Lima.
Runway 32 left taxi via Lima 1 Lima. Hold short. Runway 32 right. November 420 Sierra.
All right. Wait, he's still using Sierra Bravo as our call sign. Oh, well, that's fine. Okay, so taxi via Lima 1 is right here. I think it thinks that we're over near Lima 1, but we're going to have to take Lima 2, Lima 1. And then hold short 32 right. So Lima 1 Lima over here, hold short 32 right, and then probably continue via Tango, it looks like, to 32 left. All right, to the south we go. All right, parking brakes off, and I have 2 throttles here. Always very intimidating. Rockwolf says, I love the H-Jet. Takes like 2 minutes to get it ready. Not when you're me. Yeah, but it's true. Like, all I had to do was just push the throttle to the start position, hit the start buttons, and then what? Turn on the oxygen. That's pretty much it as far as the non-avionics stuff. Yep, look, the taxi light went on automatically. Taxi light on. I do remember this thing giving a super high-pitched whining sound, like a ear-piercing tinnitus sound. All right, here's Lima 3 in front of us. We'll just take that. Lima 1 is not part of this GA section here.
November 420 Sierra Bravo, waiting to cross 32 right.
Whoops, I
November
forgot I had that
Sierra
bound.
Bravo. Cross runway 32 right at Lima. Continue taxi via Lima 1, Lima, Tango.
Cross runway 32 right at Lima. Continue taxi via Lima 1, Lima Tango, November 420 Sierra Bravo.
Huh. So it said Lima 1 again, which is weird. So yeah, there's some weirdness, but it's mostly right here. This is, all these taxi instructions are always dependent on the data that's there, but this is fine. Lima, and they got Tango as well, and they said across 32 right because I hit the button by accident. I had bound that because I was working on a tutorial. It's my show, I put it on the same button as my show hide nameplates button. The bobblehead bird. Oh, yeah. Wait, where's that click spot? Ah, there we go. The bird is in. All right, well, prematurely got the okay to cross the runway. So we'll cross 32 right. And then we will hold short 32 left. Love the burb. All right, then after takeoff, gear up, of course, flaps up after 130 knots minimum, yaw damper, verify engage, so I guess it'll engage automatically. Flight guidance as required, ice protection and cabin signs as required. All right, and we already got instructions across here because I hit the button too fast. I guess they don't look at where you actually are. It doesn't say like you're not near the threshold or whatever. Like, it just takes your word for it, I guess. All right, there's 32 right.
November 420 Sierra Bravo. Contact Omaha Tower 132.1.
Taxi with the speed of a southwest pilot.
Contact Tower 132.1.
Our airspeed indicator isn't even
November 420 Sierra Bravo.
Isn't even reading actually. I think this is an okay taxi speed. I'm probably wrong, but you know. All right, here's 32 left. All right, once again, we'll just go over and tell them we're ready for departure.
November 420 Sierra Bravo, ready for departure, runway 32 left.
All right, parking brake is off, lights are automatic.
Bravo, Omaha Tower. Wind tree 10 at 17.
Oh, Steve, you work at Sky Harbor? Awesome. They move.
Runway tree 2 left, cleared for takeoff.
All right, fly runway heading.
Runway heading, runway 32 left, cleared for takeoff.
322 is the runway heading.
420 Sierra Bravo.
All right, got 322 in there on the heading indicator. And it says 32 left, cleared for takeoff. I love the cheat sheet boxes. There's a lot of stuff that BeyondATC does that really helps people who are new to ATC. I think it's great. And just people like me who right now, I'm too lazy to talk and I just want to focus on flying. Let's turn on the co-pilot. What is our rotation speed in this? I don't see it on the V speeds. Speed bugs, VR, get from sim. Oh, 114. Oh, does it do this based on our weights? I think it does. Yeah, I mean, this seems like a non-standard. It doesn't seem like it would just be static 114. I think it does it from your weights. That's awesome. I could be wrong, but it seems that way. All right, do we just give it full power? Let's find out. I think it says toga. There's MCT, there's toga. Okay. We got TO and 114 knots. And then we'll have the FMS on. It says 150 is our climb according to the FMS. All right, there's 100, 110, 114. All right, runway heading, gear up. And flaps, we can do flaps up to or over 130 knots, so flaps up. Let her rip tater chip. I don't think I've ever heard that. All right, 170 knots here. All right. Let's get autopilot and auto throttle and see what it does. Okay, we have climb enunciated, 165 knots
November
now.
420 Sierra Bravo, contact Omaha departure.
All right, over to departure.
Contact Omaha departure, November 420 Sierra Bravo. Take care.
All right, landing gear is up. Yaw damper verified on.
Omaha,
Flaps
November
are up.
420 Sierra
Thrust
Bravo,
levers to
3,400.
MCT. Pulling them back.
November 420 Sierra Bravo, Omaha departure. Good day. Radar contact. Climb and maintain flight level 190.
Actually, that's on auto throttle, so.
Climb and maintain flight level 190, November 420 Sierra Bravo.
All right, 190.
November 420 Sierra Bravo. Turn right, heading 140.
Turn right, heading 140, November 420 Sierra Bravo.
All right, right turn 140. So nice having the co-pilot. All right, right turn 140 all the way around here. And British AvGeek, pretty good co-pilot. Not bad. Designed for auto, yeah. This plane, like, I feel like I have enough automated things just when I use, like, VNav for descent with a G1000. This thing just, like, everything is just touch the button. You're good to go. This has, like, Airbus levels of automation. Actually, it's not nearly... It's got even more than that just because you literally hit a button and it starts the whole engine up. Like, imagine if an Airbus just had like 2 buttons you hit and you're good to go. It's pretty ridiculous. Well, this is going to be fun going up to flight level 430. I don't even know what the sim looks like that high. I don't know if I've ever gone that high. Maybe once when the Halo Pelican came out. All right, who else is in a HondaJet? Cyber's in a HondaJet. Trojan is in a HondaJet. Josh is. There's another player named My Little Phony up there in an Airbus. Rockwolf's in the HondaJet. Raccoon, HondaJet. I think those are all that. Maybe region? I can't tell. Corpo's in a... This is 737-800.
Navigation.
Alright, clear direct to Omaha.
Clear direct Omaha VOR, resume own navigation, November 420 Sierra Bravo.
Alright, Omaha, direct to, activate, and nav mode. Alright, turning right direct to Omaha. Let's get the map up here. Nice. Alright, direct to Omaha is shown on the map. And right here, 8 miles to Omaha VOR. And 19, going up to 19,000. Flight level 190. And then we're going to need standard baro soon. I'll just do it now because I'm going to forget. Do we have a pre-selector in this? We do not. Something nice. Is the VisionJet the one with a pre-selector where you can put in your local altimeter and then when you right-click the knob, it swaps between standard and whatever you put in the pre-selector? I think that's the case. I'm so low. You're climbing 6,000 feet per minute. Yeah, we're doing 2,600 feet per minute. We got auto throttle on. I think it's running at MCT. Flaps are up. Gears up. Yeah, CJ4 and the longitude are super fast. But we're gonna... It might take 3 hours, but we'll end up being higher than you. So what now? And I guess it probably wants engine anti-ice on. We're at -9 now. Let's see. So this is normal.
Contact Minneapolis Center 119.6. See you.
See you.
Contact Minneapolis Center 119.6, November 420 Sierra Bravo.
So we have no enunciations here, no cast messages.
Minneapolis Center, November 420 Sierra Bravo. Crossing 16,700 for flight level 190.
November 420 Sierra Bravo, Minneapolis Center. Climb and maintain flight level 430.
430.
Climb and maintain flight level 430, November 420
I am
Sierra
actually
Bravo.
curious how long it's going to take us to get up to flight level 430. 2,400 feet per minute's not that bad, but I mean it's going to get worse as we get higher. We'll see. And that's taking forever. Let me try this one. Okay, here we go. 430. All right, there we go. 430 is set. We're at flight level 190 now. All right, so thrust levers, we have auto throttle on, flight guidance. We're using nav mode now, ice protection. I turn on engine anti-ice and the rest are on norm. And we'll keep our eye out if there are any cast messages about icing. Cabin signs as required. Where are our cabin signs? Are they down here? There's cabin power. Just all electrical. Oxygen supply over here. Master alert. Cabin signs as required. I mean, the people are like literally sitting right behind us, so... Speaking of which, I need to go back here and set some camera positions. Oh wait, we have a toilet in this thing? Oh, we do. Wait, isn't this the one where one of the presets is the toilet? Oh, they already have presets for the seats. Oh, nice. Yep, there is. It's one for the toilet. So here's camera preset. Instrument 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5, 6, 7 is the toilet. 8 is a pilot side view. That's nice. 9 zooms in a little bit. That's kind of weird. So that's nice. We have 5, 6. 6 is a good one. And I mean 7's the best one, obviously, but 6 is pretty good too. Seatbelts off. Oh, the Singapore flight. I looked at it briefly, but that looks terrifying. What's up, Les? It's been a while, man. How you doing? Oh, you only need the engine when it tells you need icing? It's so automated, I feel like I can't do anything wrong in this. Except maybe hit, like, oxygen dump or something. Alright, we'll turn them off. No VR. Not for me. I don't really use VR much at all. Are we getting Sim Update 15 this week? Are we getting it on Thursday? World Update Space. Yeah, they just make improvements to the stars. Just for people that fly the HondaJet. Supposed to be, yeah. Seeing a lot of contrails right now, actually. I mean, this is going to become, I think, even more with sim effects once the sim update comes out. Make the ISS an airport, yeah. Jason said the best personal jet or private jet on single pilot, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, so much is automated in this. Like, yeah, it's pretty insane. And obviously this goes way higher than, you know, I think the Vision Jet is at 30,000 feet. So this goes up to 40. Does it go up to 45 or 43? Let me look it up. H-Jet ceiling. It might be 43. Yeah, it's 43 maximum cruising altitude. So we're going all the way up. Oh, the signs are on the GTC. Sim options. Oh yeah, we have the whole ice protection. I just looked at the just the status one to start to see the automatic lights, which is crazy. Aircraft system, electrical, hydraulics, fuel, systems. Oh, interior lights and exterior lights, thermostat. Cockpit light, cabin light. Here they are, seat belts and no smoking. Oh, we're not going to do that. Or that. And that's some diving you got to do to get to those, though. Aircraft systems, system controls, interior lights. Nice. The menu is too deep. People are never going to have to put on seatbelts. All right, cabin pressure still going up. I don't think this has... Does this have failures? Load manager. Oh yeah, I didn't do the initialization, but maybe it was automatic because it did have a calculation of 114 for our rotation speed, which I'm guessing is not a static value there. Oh, GPU still on. Huh. Oh, you can show the passengers too. Forgot about that. I think I've flown this thing like 3 times maybe. Or not. I did that. I wonder if the weights got reset because I did that. Oh, they did. Wait, it reset all the weights. Whoops. So we can show 3D passengers, and then there's a load manager. So yeah, I should have done it through here. So our total payload from SimBrief was like 930, I think. 920.
November 4,
we could do 840.
Sierra Bravo, contact Minneapolis Center 128.75.
Contact Minneapolis Center 128.75, November 420 Sierra Bravo.
I put the co-pilot in, but we can't see him.
Minneapolis Center, November 420 Sierra Bravo. Leaving flight level 321 for flight level 430.
November 4,
yeah, no failures in this one.
Bravo, Minneapolis Center, Roger.
That's good for me. Yeah, this thing is so automated. I feel like I'm pretty much doing nothing. I'll just hit 3 buttons, do the takeoff. Oh, we're at 126 knots. This is with auto throttle on? Is this normal? 1,300 feet per minute. I'm trusting the auto throttle. The climb is set to Mach 0.37. It doesn't seem... Let me actually go back to the V speeds. Did it show a VY speed here? No, there's no VY speed. Not needed. Yeah, I don't know. It gets slow. 0.37 is messed. Yeah, this doesn't seem particularly safe. Being 13, 14 degrees pitched up. Designed for solo pilot, automated. Yeah, like where it's getting us. Well, I should have gone through the checklist, but it's fine. On the VNav screen, yeah. Maximum. It does have 0.37 here for the climb schedule. Maximum rate climb. Oh wait, when I click it again, it says Mach 0.57. But what is high speed climb? 0.62, 0.7, 0.57. Yeah, okay. So now did it change it? Yeah, now we're at 0.57. So I guess the 0.37 is just a bug where once you click it, it puts in the default, which is supposed to be 0.57. There we go. Les, were you a tester? You were a tester for this plane, weren't you? Didn't you also test the? Didn't you test the Vision Jet as well? Pretty sure I saw your name in the manuals. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I fly the Vision Jet here and there. I mainly fly turboprops though, not really jets, but yeah, this thing is amazing. I love the Vision Jet. The moon is higher fidelity than I thought it would be. I can't zoom in anymore, but that looks pretty detailed. All right, much better now. We're at 150 feet per minute though. That's the one downside, but this is still set to maximum climb rate. Cruise 0.72. I did remember that, 0.72. Then we have our normal terminal and 10K limits. All right, I should probably look at the arrival. Look at all the contrails now. Whoa, what? Wait, sim update? I thought this wasn't supposed to happen until sim update 15 came out, but obviously we're seeing a lot of contrails. I guess, you know, maybe it's just because we've been flying a lot of GA type planes or pistons and turbines and at lower altitudes. All right, we are still direct Pawnee City VOR. We have a ways to go. Maybe I'll use time acceleration during this cruise part once we're up there. All right, and yeah, we'll see if we can maintain any of these speeds. 280 knots. So we're going to Mick. There's a waypoint called Mommy over here. Then Murrah 17. I think I saw these in the FMS already. We can double check them though.
November 420 Sierra Bravo. Contact Minneapolis Center 126.4. Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Contact Minneapolis Center 126.4. November 420 Sierra Bravo. Minneapolis
Bellman,
Center, November 420
at or above
Sierra
240.
Bravo. Crossing flight level 362 for flight level 430.
Mick, Murrah 11 to 17.
Sierra Bravo, Minneapolis Center, roger.
Not below 9. Bashi not below 9. Heddick not below 8. Not below 7. At movie. And at 6,000 to image. Okay. All that looks good. And then we're expecting runway 35 left. All right, 35 left, and we're going to be spit out kind of the southeast, so I guess it's just Cub 2 is the IAF. If the weather's good enough, they're just going to vector us anyway. Yeah, that's our only option. Or we fly over the field itself. Yeah, Will Rogers VOR, then go outbound, reverse. All right, we'll just load that. Actually, let's put in the minimums, 1476. And the normal ILS warning. Just heard the engine spool down a little bit. All right, we're going 1150 now. That's better. Now that we're up to speed. So it looks like, yeah, it was just pitching us down for a while to get up to our target Mach speed here, 0.57, and now it's resuming the climb. Things happen fast on short route. Yeah. Yeah, they happen fast on short routes, and then they also happen faster if you have a fast plane. But yeah, I tried to get at least an hour in the air time so things didn't come at me too fast, since I'm used to like the 200, 250 knot speed. How did pilots use charts before the internet? Yeah, they would have them physically. I don't know if I mean, I think the requirements now are, I forget, I think we were talking about this in chat a while back. Somebody that was a pilot was talking about, I think it was, you have to have like 2 sources for your navigation data. So like your Garmin could count as one, the plane's avionics, and then, you know, your tablet with ForeFlight could count as another. I'm sure the rules are different, but I'm sure there's some backup as well for all the commercial flights. I mean, even more so than GA flights, I assume. Problem you had with the HJet is on it. Oh, and on air, it could either go far or carry stuff, not both at the same time. Yeah, we're carrying. Yeah, I didn't look at the balance. Like we're only going. Let me look at the flight plan again. We're going, airtime is 120, so we're going a little more than 400 miles, 415 miles, carrying 4 passengers. That includes the pilot, though. 920 pounds payload, 2,200 on the fuel. So I forget where we were in the fuel, like 60-ish% maybe. So we can take 3,000 pounds of fuel. So yeah, maybe with the same number of passengers, we could go another like 200 miles. This is hard to tell. It matters the route and all that, what altitude we're climbing to. But yeah, I think that's back when I was doing on air. That's why I found myself flying like the Grand Caravan so much. Is just I just knew I could make a good amount carrying a ton of cargo in something like the Grand Caravan. I don't know. I never, a lot of the time with the on-air company, I feel like I wasn't making enough money for most of the flights I did. Like I was like barely scraping by rental fees and stuff like that. But I haven't been using on-air company that much lately. I've just been using the that Route Finder website that Josh shared with me a while back, and that's good enough. I still think on-air is great, but like if you're not fully invested in doing, you know, the base camp stuff or the virtual airline stuff, or you really, really want to do the tycoon style stuff where you're like running the whole AI pilot thing, then it's not worth the money if you're doing that stuff. Because like at the end of the day, like recently I was just using it as a route finder, but I really loved it, like getting into the base camps and things like that. I just stopped doing it. I'm more interested in just doing like simple, just IFR flights, randomize the payload, and don't worry about earning virtual internet dollars, internet coins and on-air company. Yeah, you canceled your subscription. Yeah, I probably will too. I just bought like a 2-year one just to save money monthly because I was using it so much, but yeah. Les says the new YouTube layout for videos is missing all the like, subscribe buttons and content info. It's kind of weird how they changed it to have like the live chat take up the whole right side of the screen or something. Nobody ever likes when sites change, no matter what the change is. But I don't know that this one's for the better. These contrails are hilarious. Delta says we have 75 mile per hour straight line winds here in real life. Good bush plane weather. No way to like. Oh, I almost said it. There's no need to do that here. It doesn't matter. You almost got me to say it, Les. I'm not gonna say it. Delta tries every now and then because I try to read all the chat messages. What mod is it? It's SimFX, the Parallel 42 one. I think it's $25 in the store, but yeah, it's kind of hilarious how it's showing all of them now. I wasn't expecting it to do this until Sim Update 15 came out. But yeah, SimFX is pretty cool. I really like their interface. Like, it's pretty rare to see a well-designed panel interface like this, and the Parallel 42 guys know what they're doing. Like, this is just, it's really nice.
Sierra Bravo, contact Kansas City Center 123.8. Have a good one.
So I did turn off the.
Contact Kansas
so yeah,
City
the
Center
user contrails are on.
November 420 Sierra Bravo.
Engine pollution. Oh, heat blur off. Oh, why is that off?
Kansas City Center, November 420 Sierra Bravo, flight level 430.
November 420 Sierra Bravo, Kansas City Center, roger.
Looks like I had the heat blur turned off. Some heat blur effects might be missing or lack precision. Oh yeah, I can see it right there. See how the line right here is blurry? It's probably hard for you guys to see. There you can see a little bit of it. It's like the shadows are pretty low quality. Might have to up my settings. But I can see I can see the blur right here. That's cool. I guess I had that off. I didn't realize it was off. So contrails, yeah, contrails are on. I turned off this simulated traffic though. By default, simulated traffic contrails are turned on. So you'll just see random contrails in the sky. And there are quite a bit of them. It's like usually like 5 or 6 in the sky at all times. So I turned that off. So now I guess we're just seeing real player ones. And then it's also got auroras. So you don't need any other mod for that. It's got shooting stars. I feel like right now my favorite, like between Flow and SimFX, like I love Parallel 42 as a developer. They're making really cool stuff. Like with Flow, you have the nameplates, you have all the cool shortcuts it gives you, and the new UIs, you know, for wind and map and weather and all that. And then with SimFX now, you have all these cool effects that you just don't see in the sim yet. Maybe we'll see them in Flight Sim 2024, but you know, who knows. And then I don't have it on, but Flow can get rid of the top toolbar completely. Just turn off the top toolbar. I had a mod I was using forever called No Handlebar, and you know that little like V-shaped thing at the very top of the screen that shows whenever you move your mouse. I had a plugin from FlightSim.to for years that only did that, but Flow also does that, so I got to remove that plugin. Add one plugin, remove another one. I should fix these nameplates. The lime green is not quite doing it for me. Contrails like a little, like track and field lanes, yeah. When you're really close to them and they're just like flat, Oh yeah, look at this one. Look at this one took a curve. It's like Rainbow Road. Yeah. I don't know if they're going to get better or not. Oh, let me check the... Oh, I can't check the settings. Wait, I got to put it in the toolbar now. I turn the top... There we go. Sim effects. Oh, it doesn't have a... doesn't have an icon. So under settings here, you can decide... Yeah, have it on quality. 100% dynamic quality. So if you turn this to something else, it's gonna... This is almost like setting DLSS. You can tell it how much quality you want it to have. So if I turn it to performance, it's turning the quality down based on my FPS. I don't know if this is the sim FPS. I think I'm getting more than 30 FPS right now. Whoa. I mean, that looks pretty good. I think it's just maybe the multiplayer ones. Let me see here. Engines. So overall quality is dynamic. Let me turn everything to high. Engine pollution, high. Heat blur, high. It might be the same that it's doing right now because I think it's the dynamic setting is this, right? So when the dynamic quality is 100%, then I think it is all just on high. Okay, and you can change the contrail, spread, density. Very wide. I don't know that it changes the trail or not. Maybe it's maybe I have to wait to see it like regenerate from where you guys are. I don't know. This is I usually don't mess with this kind of stuff. I'll just leave it on like whatever the settings were, the defaults were, and assume that the developers put it at a good default. The engine is so loud. Oh, engine pollution density low. This does make group flights pretty fun, though, to have all the contrails showing. Especially when we're so far away from each other. Oh, look, it's got our Mach set at 0.52. Still. Speed, Mach 0.52. On FMS, so is the cruise one not kicking in either? Yep, now it's 0.72. Okay. So it's the same bug with the cruise. So do you have to do this every time you fly? Do you have to go in here and click each of these options? So do I have to go in and click all the descent options too? Might as well. 250 at 10,000, 140, 3,000 or 10 miles out. All right, maybe it's all set now. Yeah, I was going way slower than I should have been. We're going Mach 0.53 or whatever still. So now we'll go up to 0.72. Oh, you didn't have that issue and you never have that issue, Rock? Huh. What have I done? Yeah, I guess I've broken something. Oh yeah, Les, it wasn't on purpose. Yeah, yeah. You're actually concerned for streamers. Yeah, the buttons are important for the algo. Yeah. Yeah, I think I usually have, when I have YouTube on, I usually have it on like a half screen on my second monitor, like tiled to one half the screen. And most of the time, everything under the video is like not visible. Like it's there, but it's all like you're saying, like it gets, there's not enough width or something the way that they've laid it out. And now buttons have started disappearing for me. So yeah, I totally see that happening too. So we got, don't have standby barrow here. Standby set to standard. All right, let's check the charts again. So we're headed to Bellman. We have the restrictions in there. I actually didn't check the speed restrictions. 280, 280, 250 at Jackson.
Sierra Bravo, contact Kansas City Center 127.35. See you.
220 at Movie.
Contact Kansas City Center
210 at Image.
127.35. November 420 Sierra Bravo. Kansas City Center, November 420 Sierra Bravo. Good afternoon, flight level 430.
November 420 Sierra Bravo, Kansas City Center, roger.
All we need are, for everybody that's in BeyondATC, we need actual co-pilot avatars for all of them too. So not only do you have their voice, you have their likeness right next to you. Full immersion. No way to make 280 at Mira. Yeah, I was wondering if we'd be able to hit any of these speed restrictions. Yeah, because we're at 180 right now. So I don't know what our indicated airspeed's going to be when we're at 0.72. Looks like it's going to be a little shy of 200. But yeah, when we're at that altitude, when we're down between flight levels 190 and 280, yeah, sounds like you're saying we're not going to be able to hit that speed. I don't think it's going to yell at us, but yeah, that's good to know. That we shouldn't be doing turbojet stars. Turbojet aircraft only. And I remember, I think I mentioned that at the beginning of this stream. I was like, we're just going to try it. We'll see if we're even capable of it. I don't know if I think I did run into this when I was doing the HondaJet on VATSIM forever ago, where I couldn't make the speed restriction. They got annoyed. I was like, didn't you know I was a HondaJet from the beginning and you still put that in my... You still had that in my clearance, but maybe it's not their responsibility. Challenge is flying it without co-pilot. Yeah, I mostly don't use co-pilot. Like when I'm flying a plane I've flown more than this one, then I don't use co-pilot. Most streams I'm doing the whole single pilot thing, but because I don't fly this like at all, I thought I mean it's automated enough where I should be able to do it, but just to be safe, I thought I'd use the co-pilot today. Les says, I figured it out. This is so dumb. You have to close the chat to get the content info to show up. Yeah. The new sidebar chat thing is dumb. I don't like it. Like I don't need, I usually turn the live chat off anyway, because just because of how I have it set up on my monitor, I would rather close the chat and have a bigger view of the stream itself. Or sometimes I'll just full screen it on my second monitor. And yeah, they're kind of forcing people to look at more chat now. Can I make this yellow color even better? Yellow's not bad. And I want it to be like sunset color, like orange. Maybe it can be like closer to green. There we go. Absolutely beautiful. A little more subtle than that. I like this. You can use your mouse wheel on these too, which is really nice. Kind of like on a slider bar. Theater mode pushes the chat down. Wait, theater mode, doesn't theater mode keep the chat? Or, oh, it goes below the video, doesn't it? Yeah, I mean, YouTube does a lot of things right. Like, The whole like being able to rewind a live stream is really nice. They support 4K. That's really nice. But then, yeah, other things like this can be really annoying. All right, flight level 240. So then our bottom altitude on the star is what, 6,000? And then if we get the ILS, we'll end up at 3,000 by the FAF. In advance, I'll put in the ATIS for Oklahoma City. 2585. We might pick up something between here and there. All right, 2585. 96.9% on the throttle, Mach 0.711. Can't quite get it there. 43,000 feet though. Oh, Raccoon, you're right behind me. I'm almost just spraying the contrail or chemtrail right in Raccoon's face. It's kind of rude. Is that why you diverted a little bit to the side? Good call. Yeah, you're on the same route as somebody and you just have contrail the whole time. You're just right in it. Underdog, are you time accelerating right now? You're in the CJ4 at... Wait. I didn't know the CJ4 can go to 44,000 feet. CJ4... Why isn't it on their website? It says everything except the maximum altitude. Oh, 45,000 in the CJ4. Nice. I didn't know the CJ4 could go that high. You can go 2,000 feet higher than we can. You're hauling. Yeah, I can see you getting closer to us. We're going Mach 0.711 right now. You are clearly catching up to us. This looks great with live time right now too. Yeah, it is pretty funny how these look. These are just flat. The contrails are flat, as if you're only going to see them from the ground or something. Kick it into high gear. 0.79, nice. Dude, thanks, Raccoon. Thanks for the 5 gifted, man. Well, you figured out how to do it on the phone? Is that what happened? Thanks, Based. Appreciate you, dude. Plenty of planes can go higher than service ceiling. They're just, it's just what they are legal to do, usually based on cabin pressure. Oh, then the amount of oxygen on board. Got it, got it. I did not know that. I thought it was based on like engine performance or, you know, the airfoil. What's up, Ninja? You had to break out the MacBook? That's dedication. Thanks so much, dude. There's the pass right there. He's making sure that we know what by turning in front of us as he does it. That's not a knife. This is a knife. You call that a jet? And Delta says having mac and cheese to warm my throat. Dude, that sounds delicious right now. I had myself a delicious protein shake before I started the stream. No dinner for me till afterwards. All right, we got the ATIS in for Oklahoma City. We got the star here. We're not going to be able to meet any of the Probably not going to be meeting any of the speed restrictions, but speed minimums. And then it's going to leave us off here at Halto to the southeast. And then we'll see if BeyondATC gives us vectors. We're expecting 3-5 left, but we'll listen into the ATIS. You can also just check, yeah, check Navigraph. It still says 3-5 left with a 7-knot headwind. Beautiful. No crosswind. And then we'll just need to arm VNav once we get to our top of descent. Speaking of which, 7 minutes top of descent. All right, I have to remember to tell BeyondATC that I want to descend. I don't think it starts your descent like ever, question mark, unless you go here and hit the call for descent button. What's up, Dakota? No, I'm not on VATSIM. I'm using BeyondATC. It's one of the 2 new AI-powered ATC programs that are out. Oh my god, it looks so good. Is this what it's like flying at night at high altitudes? Is this why people do this? I'll enjoy the landing. Oh, don't forget the air brake. Yeah, I do have that. I'm going to need to click it. I didn't set a shortcut for it, but I got the speed brake right here. Oh yeah, I didn't even... I'm just sitting here on the after takeoff checklist too. And there's nothing to do. Monitor systems. You gotta love this checklist. So many of these checklists are like 2 items. All right, so yeah, landing field elevation right here, 1333. Oh, I gotta set the ILS in here. ILS 435 left. ILS 35 left. And wait, where's the transition? ILS 35 left. It's not IRW. We had another transition available. Yeah, Cub 2 is the IAF. But the only one shown here is the one that flies right over.
Sierra Bravo.
That's us.
Contact Kansas City Center 120.2.
You have it too. Love it. Helps me get more confident.
120.2 November.
Must get. Yeah, I agree.
Bravo. See you.
Yeah, I this week, the last couple days, I was working on a BeyondATC tutorial.
November 420 Sierra Bravo. Good
like
afternoon.
from scratch, like explaining as much as I can.
420 Sierra Bravo, Kansas City Center, Roger.
Like even explaining ATIS, but basically doing what I'm doing right now, like take advantage of all of the possible aids, turn on the co-pilot, get used to hearing the things, understanding like the different phases of flight, the different phases, the different steps of ATC, like ATIS, clearance, taxi, takeoff, tower to departure. Like just get used to it by turning on all of the assists. Oh, Volanta says I'm flying a Comanche. I just put in the it never detects a different plane, so I never change it. So I'm just like, I don't want to deal with managing a virtual fleet in Volanta, so I just leave it. I just leave it on whatever it says. Okay, so I don't know why it doesn't have this transition there. I guess I'll just hit final. And then I was going to look at the landing field elevation to verify that. Touchdown zone and airport elevation 1296, so it's close enough. It's always like 50 feet off or so. All right, landing field elevation, engine anti-ice as required. There's no CAS messages, so we'll leave it. Altimeter transition altitude set, and we don't know what the local pressure is yet. All right, we're probably about ready for descent. Yeah, you never ask for descent. They have to earn my descent by asking nicely. Does it actually ask you though? Because I feel like most of the time it will just let me fly forever and never tell me to descend. Like we're 2 minutes out from our top of descent. I'm not reading that, Delta. Thanks for the support, Delta. 2971, nice. Dakota, is that your first experience with ATC? I basically was recording. Oh yeah, what I was saying was I was the last like 2 nights I was recording and doing voiceover and all that for a tutorial about BeyondATC, but I ran into a couple bugs, one of which they fixed with today's release. So I was just getting some bugs because I was flying from smaller airports and flying GA, you know, not flying in an airliner since I mainly fly GA. So I was making the tutorial around that, just like get from one airport to the next with as many assists as possible, use all the automated things with Copilot, learn just the minimum of what each thing is about. You know, what's the bare minimum with the ATIS? All right, get the altimeter and know which runway to expect, you know, like same with like clearance, for example. Like the readback is so long. It's like, all right, what was the relevant information? Look at BeyondATC, put in the altitude, you know, a runway to expect. It's really, really nice that in the interface, like I love that they have that bottom section
Kansas City Center,
right here.
Have a good one.
Because it just gives you a cheat sheet and you can just always look there if you need to.
127.8 November 420 Sierra Bravo.
It was your very first? Nice. You knew nothing before BeyondATC. Awesome.
Kansas City Center, November 420 Sierra Bravo. Good afternoon.
So are you talking to it yet, or are you still using the AI stuff?
November 420 Sierra Bravo, Kansas City Center, roger.
All right, let's see if we're at 42 seconds from top of descent, so let's see if they tell us to start our descent. Late night stream? No, this is normal time. 5:30 on a weekday for me. Yeah, it's about 7 here now in California. 3-5 left. 2972, nice. Yeah, 3-5 left. Yeah, is what we got from SimBrief, so that's cool. I don't know if I've had to change it on me yet. In all seriousness, Horizon looks amazing. Yes. Looks pretty good. There's the dog. Can't see the dog inside the plane. 1 out of 5 stars, sorry. If you can't see the dog, I can't recommend the plane. I did put the dog in there, right? Pretty sure I did. Yep, Copilot is in there. Static, show passengers. There's no show Copilot. Oh, you can just do plus 100, plus 500, right? To do the payload if I wanted to get it up to 920 specifically. All right, speed bugs, landing. Yeah, that's really cool. I love how it syncs this. You can just hit get from sim and it'll sync all the values and actually calculate these like it did with our rotation speed. It's pretty awesome. I dig that. Dakota says I'm using VATSIM now. Oh, every day because BeyondATC taught you everything. Nice. Man, well, you learned fast then. I mean, BeyondATC hasn't been out that long. You only use BeyondATC if you're practicing. I mean, like, I used VATSIM for a bit, but the downside is just when their controllers aren't on, like, as long as VATSIM's been around, it's pretty rare from, like, the time I used it to get end-to-end coverage. Like, somebody would always go offline right as I was, like, I get clearance, and then they're, like, offline, and on my way to the other destination, they get offline before I get there. Like, it was so frustrating that, to me, I don't know that it's worth it. I want the coverage the whole time. I'd rather have coverage with the AI than have a small chance of coverage with a human. I don't know. It kind of forces you to fly the events that they're flying. I think it's good if you're flying airliners and stuff. Like if you're going, you can do the big events that they do all the time.
420 Sierra Bravo. Descend via Mura Tree arrival.
Oh, we got it.
World Airport landing runway tree 5 left. Altimeter 2971.
Descend via Mura 3 arrival. Will Rogers World Airport landing runway 35 left. Altimeter
Nice.
2971. November 420 Sierra Bravo.
All right, our bottom altitude 6,000. That is set. And we're just going to catch up to our VNAV profile here. So we need to go a little more than 2,000 feet per minute to catch up. All right, so they do tell you without you having to do it. That's awesome. All right. We'll catch up to the VNAV profile and then let VNAV take over. And looks like it's gonna... Looks like it's gonna automatically handle our speed for us. They do, it's just really late. All right, altimeter, I said 2971. And we are monitoring COM 2 for the Oklahoma City ATIS still. Delta says, I'd love to have time to be a consistent airport tower controller. That would be cool, like every Saturday afternoon. Yeah. I still think, I think I've said this before, but I think it would be incredible if, say, Intentions took advantage of its multiplayer capability to allow people to become human controllers. So somebody can opt in to use human controllers, or if they're available, and then a human controller could relieve the AI controller at a specific location on a specific frequency. Because they have the infrastructure for the multiplayer communication already. You can talk to other humans that are flying on CTAF, and if they're on their same frequency, you can hear them. So they would just need some sort of system where somebody could relieve a controller and be on the other end of it. Because then you have the best of both worlds. You have human controllers, multiplayer. The only thing they'd be missing is traffic injection. Because right now they just have everybody using the USA West server. But that's fine. You'll still be able to see each other if you're all in Microsoft Flight Sim. They do support X-Plane now, though, so a little bit different. Give the AI controllers a break. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's probably in the best interest for their business too, just because not only is it just a cool feature to have, but it would cut back on AI costs because it would be more AI stuff not being generated for certain pilots that are using the AI or using the human pilots. All right, we're going faster than we need to with the VNAV, but we're not catching up just yet. Let me go flight plan, VNAV. Yeah, required's only 1,400. Right now we're going 2,300. All right, we need to be at or above 24,000 for Bellum. So we're headed down faster than we need to. Should see that vertical deviation indicator coming up. It's trying to move. I can see it moving almost like a pixel. It's like it's bumping up just a little bit. British AvGeek played a little around with putting it on alongside Unicom. So BATC and VATSIM at the same time. How many miles out? Wait, we're 6 miles out. I I need to catch up big time here. All right, we're gonna go 3,000. I mean, it's at or above 24,000, so it's fine. So what's so nice about auto throttle, I can just change the vertical speed, not really worry about overspeeding. He left it on in the background to see how close the two came to each other on arrival. That's cool. That's a cool test. Nice, it just changed our screen brightness here. All right, I have a left turn coming up soon. I'm gonna go a little more shallow while we make this turn. Could you say intentions and BeyondATC together? Oh yeah. Somebody said that on my Discord, I think. Or maybe it was in chat on the last stream. I think that's a pretty cool idea. You just don't check in with a controller at all, but you leave it on for the chatter. So you hear multiplayer chatter, yeah. All right, next we need to be under flight level 280, so we're gonna hit that shortly. 15 miles until Mick. And we're supposed to have a 280 knot speed here, but yeah, it's barber pole at 280, so this is not a realistic arrival for us. All right, then 2971 is gonna be our altimeter setting when we're ready for that. Your friend Toby tried BATC. It is pretty funny. Like, that stuff is funny, like, in moderation. I turn it on here, and then sometimes on the stream, like, after a couple sentences from Janet, I'm like, it's all right. Oh, we're in the barber pole now. A little bit. All right, we're almost caught up to the profile. There it is. A little more than a dot away. All right, well, we've met the restriction at Mick so far. We're under 280, but we want to go down to 190 if we can. Toby does the best. Somebody in their Discord, on the Say Intentions Discord, was like, hey, when are we going to get the Toby AI? They want Toby. I think that stuff is pretty fun, though. Like, I hope they do, they could also do AI passengers. Like, there's just so many possibilities with all the AI generated stuff. They could have a service that does AI passengers, and you have like complaints from passengers. You could have it for GA, where you actually hear the passengers saying stuff to you, like, hey, it's a little cold back here, you know, stuff like that. You know, mattering what kind of telemetry they can get, or what data they can get. And then they could also do things where, say it's an airliner flight, they could do the same thing, but they can give you like 1 or 2 flight attendants, and they could have the flight attendants' voices throughout your flight coming in and giving you reports from, you know, the cabin, or asking you those kind of questions. They could replace, so many tools that people use for that kind of stuff already that aren't, from the ones I've seen, they seem okay. Like, they're not that great. But you could have that interactive experience and be able to talk to your flight attendants. They could take it so far. It's really exciting. I mean, BATC can do the same. You know, like, they can have those buttons that aren't just about talking to ATC, but talking to people in your cabin. Either one of them could do it, or both of them could do it. I think that'd be really cool, and it could replace the need for 5 more tools that do that same kind of thing a little bit. Yeah, it's exciting. We're still not caught up to our, let me dive a little bit more here. It's like just riding the barber pole, just a little bit. We're not getting any warnings, so that's nice. All right, we're almost there. VDI is centering. All right, VPAT, take us. Yes, there we go. Okay, we're good. All right, we're still on auto throttle. So now we're on the vertical path. It's doing all the work for us. They could combine, yeah, BeyondATC, GSX Pro, Flight Sim First Officer all into one. Yes. and say intentions because of the multiplayer stuff and the intercom thing. Like, they're using AI not just for the controllers. They're using AI to simulate people in the plane with you. They're the only ones doing that, as far as I know. I mean, between BATC and say intentions, obviously say intentions the only one doing it. But there are things that do that with like cabin noise and, you know, complaints from the passengers, and if the passengers are happy and all those kind of things. Best streamer for scenic flights.
November 420 Sierra Bravo, contact Kansas City Center 128.3.
This is usually my stream.
Contact Kansas City Center 128.3, November 420 Sierra Bravo.
This is my idea of scenic.
Kansas City Center, November 420 Sierra Bravo, descending via Mura 3, flight level 208.
Thanks, Avgeek. He's a good co-pilot.
Kansas City Center, roger.
Think they'd implement passengers into say intentions. Yeah, over the multiplayer stuff. They don't want to replace VATSIM. I don't know. I mean, why? They're a business. Why wouldn't they want to replace VATSIM? I mean, if you could have an all-in-one ATC solution that has tour guides, passengers, flight attendant interactions with AI controllers, AI traffic, other human controllers, human traffic. I mean, if they could do everything, I don't see why they wouldn't. No, I mean, they're gonna need a obviously, like, the roadmap is gonna go one way or another. They're gonna have to prioritize some things over others, but yeah, I could see them doing the human controller thing later and instead focusing on the things that AI is really good at. You know, all the 24/7 coverage, the like virtual passengers, all these things that, yeah, don't have to do with humans. Because at the end of the day, the humans are only going to be available temporarily, and all the features they build on AI will be available 24/7. So yeah, it does make sense that they would focus on the AI powered stuff. But it's just interesting because they put that multiplayer feature I wasn't expecting, and they threw that in, and it's, I don't know, it got me thinking about other uses for it. All right, right hand turn to Jaska. Next restriction is not below 9,000. So we can get down to 11 here. So we only have 2 miles until Murrah. And we can go down to 11 at Murrah, but it looks like we'll get down to maybe 16,000. Underdog says, I want a good AI pilot that can do a whole flight by itself.
Bravo, contact OK City approach.
Yeah, without crashing the plane. Yeah, the Microsoft
Contact
AI
OK
is
City
bad.
Approach, November 420
pilot AI.
Sierra Bravo. OK City, November 420
OK
Sierra
City.
Bravo. Good evening. 16,500 with information, Bravo.
We don't even hear the ATIS yet.
420 Sierra Bravo, OK City approach. Altimeter 2971, expect the visual approach, runway 35 left.
Altimeter 2971, expect the visual approach, runway 35 left, November 420 Sierra Bravo.
All right, visual 35 left. I mean, we can still just shoot the ILS if we want. I'm also gonna butcher the landing. 2971 is set. Okay, so we have altimeter set for descent. Approach, seats and signs, adjust and secure, passenger briefing complete. Keep your seatbelts off and keep smoking. Cabin signs as required. Avionics set. Well, I mean, for avionics, I mean, yeah, we have the approach in. We have our autopilot set up. We're going down to the end of the star. Landing data set and confirmed. We do have the right landing field elevation, and we have the approach set for 35 left. That is set. CAS messages, there are none. Approach briefing. We're programmed in for the 35 left, but we're expecting a visual. And we have the current altimeter in 2971. It does for you? Yeah, I have ATIS on COM 2 as well. Did I put in the wrong frequency? 125.85. 12585, yeah, right here in COM 2. Let me turn it off and back on. Let's check what it says. Yeah, it's not recognizing it. Yeah, usually it has 2 lines at the bottom where it says right here where it says what frequency you're tuned into. Usually there's a second line saying the ATIS, but it doesn't have it there. Buttons do not fly. They do in every commercial flight in the entire world. Yeah, 12585. That's what I have in. All right, so we're gonna get left off on Halto. See our current restriction, not below 9. We're at 12. Oh, why is it still showing? I don't know why it's still showing that on the stream. There we go. Sorry about that. All right, approach briefing. We'll just say complete. They said to expect the visual for 35 left. And then flaps to approach. All right, flap speed. 200. And then 160 for landing. Max maneuvering is 200. All right, 200 for flaps 1. And 150 for 2. 150 for full. And the sim's freezing. Hey, at least it's freezing now and not on short final. I'll take a freeze. Freeze right now sounds good to me. I wonder what it's... When this happens every time, like they must know what it's doing, right? It's apparently turning off the networking. This happens every time too. There's a freeze, everybody's name disappears, and then in like less than a minute, the names will come back. But every time I freeze, I think it's a network issue, right? I mean, if multiplayer, everybody disappears right after every freeze. Okay, now they're coming back. I think it seems like maybe it's a networking thing. I don't know. I almost always have multiplayer on, so it's hard to tell. I guess a test would be to keep multiplayer off. See if you do the same flight a few times. See if you freeze. All right, not 9,000 at Bashi, then 800 at Headache, 700 at Movie, 7,000 at Movie, and 6,000 at Image, and then it'll be put off to the south here after Halto. Left off on a heading. Looks like it doesn't show. Just says manual sequence, so looks like 176. Yeah, 176 will be our track. You think it's a sim getting hung up while with the streaming services, or the freeze? Yeah, where the freeze is screwing up the multiplayer. Yeah. All right. Well, we got the field in sight. There's our runway right here. And it sounds like we have information Bravo. I guess I could, let me try tuning in on, I don't know why COM 2 isn't working. I think it just depends on the plane. Let me try flipping it. Oh wait, did I? No, 12585. That is what I had in. I just flipped 12485 happened to be in standby. Oh, now it's working.
Runways 35 right, 35 left. Advise on initial contact. You have information Bravo.
Okay, Bravo. It's cool. It matches what he said.
Will Rogers World Airport information Bravo. 01210 Zulu. Wind 345 visibility 10. To clouds at 25,000. Temperature 28. 2.14. Altimeter 2971. landing and departing runways 35 right, 35 left. Advise on initial contact, you have information, Bravo.
Alright, we got Bravo. I don't think it honors the monitor thing, so we just have to flip it again to get it off. There we go. Alright, yeah, so we have Bravo. Winds are 345 at 7. What is runway heading? 356 is our final approach course. So I'll have a little tiny bit crosswind from the left. No clouds. They're 20,000 feet. 29071. We already have in the altimeter. All right, and then 35 left. Once we land, I guess maybe here's FBO. There's an FBO on the east side of the field. Then there's some hangars. What is ANG ramp? There's a hangar up here. Bunch of hangars in the middle section. We'll just let them choose our parking for us. All right, 1,000 to go for 6,000 feet. And we're only allowed to stop at 6,000. They didn't clear us for an approach or anything like that. You got the Apple II on ATIS duty, yeah. I do like how BeyondATC actually, when it generates the ATIS, sometimes it uses human-like voices, and like as if a human actually recorded the ATIS at that airport, like smaller airports especially. And then if it's a huge airport or a more automated one where they actually use text-to-speech like that, it does play the Apple II style one. It's cool. Supposedly realistic. I haven't listened to real ATC for a while. We're being overtaken by a citation again. Underdog is back. He's just throwing it in our face. Never rely on buttons. Tell that to every professional pilot. I mean, they all have thousands of hours. We're playing a flight simulator. It's not that serious, you know? This is not real life. It is a simulator. I am playing the simulator. I actually love that the technology is used by commercial pilots as much as it is. It lets them monitor and increases safety. I'm a big fan of technology. We're not in a bush plane in the middle of Alaska using an ILS approach on a grass strip. It's a little bit different. All right, heading 255.
Leave Holto heading 255. Expect radar vectors for visual approach.
That's interesting. Leave star on heading 255.
420 Sierra Bravo.
All right, so we're on the manual sequence.
Sierra Bravo, turn right, heading 260.
All right, let's get green needles.
3,200 vectors for the approach.
All right, 3,200.
Turn right, heading 260. Descend and maintain 3,200. November 420 Sierra Bravo.
All right, 3,200 vertical speed.
Sierra Bravo, turn right, heading 270.
All right, 270.
Turn right, heading 270, November 420.
All right, they're putting
Sierra
us
Bravo.
directly perpendicular to the approach now. All right, we're not quite slow enough to get our flaps out. I'm just gonna do manual speed now, bring us down to 200. We'll go like 195 and we'll get our first notch of flaps out. How long do I think until BATC gets VFR? More than a year.
November 420
Next year,
Sierra Bravo.
I would say.
Airport is at your 2 o'clock, 8 miles. Report the field in sight.
We are so close. I need to report it in sight. And we need to turn
Field
onto
in
this.
sight, November 420
We're going to miss it if we don't
Sierra
turn onto
Bravo.
it.
November 420 Sierra Bravo. Cleared visual approach runway tree 5 left.
Cleared visual approach 35 left, November 420 Sierra Bravo.
November 420 Sierra Bravo. Contact Rogers Tower 119.35. Take care.
We are so
Over to
close.
Tower 119.35, November 420 Sierra Bravo. Rogers Tower, November 420 Sierra Bravo. Visual runway 35 left.
November 420.
It vectored us in so close.
Tree 45 at 7.
I don't like it.
Tree 5 left, cleared to land.
Runway 35 left, cleared to land, November 420 Sierra Bravo.
Localizer? The localizer needle is frozen, look. Oh, there it comes in. Now it comes in. Yeah, it vectored us so close. I don't know. This is probably this would be realistically a go around. I don't even have time to slow down to get our flaps all the way out. I can finally do flaps full now. But yeah, there was like not enough time. We will try it though. Our approach speed 113, VREF 108. All right, down to 120. All right, there's the glide slope.
500.
500.
400.
Why does it say autopilot is on when I turned it off? That's weird.
300. Minimums. 200.
We're way below the glide slope.
$100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Does it have reversers? I put it in reverse. I don't know if it has reversers. Yeah, that was not very stable. That seems like way too quick of a turn to get vectored on the final. Like, I think it could tell that it gave us like 3 instructions in a row, like 3 turns. And if I didn't have the co-pilot turned on, I wouldn't have made any of those calls probably.
420 Sierra Bravo. Exit right at Alpha.
All right, right at Alpha. We'll
Exit
bring up
right
the
at
airport.
Alpha,
Sure.
November 420 Sierra Bravo.
The auto lights is such a nice feature. All right, we are clear of 3-5 left at Lima.
Sierra Bravo. Contact ground 121.9er.
Ground 121.9er, November 420
All right, flaps
Sierra
up.
Bravo.
Flaps still going up. Before landing, we did all that, VREF and disengage autopilot and yaw damper. Normal landing. I did miss the speed brake. All right, cabin sides, engine anti-ice as required, speed brake retract, flaps up. Flaps are up. Trim set in green band. That's what, 4? Oh, the trim indicator is that dynamic? I think it's a little higher than it was before. Okay, that is set, and then we have shutdown next. All right, let's go and request taxi to ramp. We'll see what they give us.
November 420 Sierra Bravo, request taxi to the ramp.
All right, here we go with the instructions.
November 420 Sierra Bravo, welcome to Will Rogers World Airport. Stay parking or advise if need assignment.
All right, we're gonna say any ramp.
We'll take any ramp, please. November 420
Any
Sierra
ramp,
Bravo.
please.
November 420 Sierra Bravo, ramp dock tree taxi via Alpha. Hold short runway 1 tree.
Ramp dock 3 taxi via Alpha.
Ramp dock 3 via Alpha.
420 Sierra Bravo.
I wonder if it actually is going to show any of this. Ramp, where is dock 3? So via Alpha and hold short of runway 13. So 13 is right here. So that would be south on Alpha. Alpha doesn't lead to any parking down there though, right? After we cross 13, all we have is this down to 35 left. Yeah, I don't think it's going to park right in front of us. Auto throttle's still on. Oh yeah, it doesn't turn it off when you move the lever, does it? Ah, okay, that's different. Yeah, it was holding me at 1, was it? I have to look at the replay then. Does that mean it was holding me at 113 that I had set in manually? That wasn't too bad of a landing. It was just a surprisingly short turn, a tight turn. Yeah, it says auto throttle, but obviously isn't on. And you have to actually manually... I'm used to auto throttle turning off when you disengage autopilot. But yeah, it still said AT there. $89 feet per minute. I got 96 according to this. I don't know how accurate it is though. The flow one can be a little... It usually shows something different than what something like Volanta will show. So I'm not sure which one is which. Delta's here in the Juice Goose. I mean, it's got to be Delta. It's always Delta. What's up, dude? He's got a sore throat, but he's got the need for speed. Oh, what is that livery? Looks like Rockwolf's coming in. We can watch a couple landings. Astigmatism and Pry Fly are also not down yet. Oh, there's Raccoon coming in too. Need to bind it separately. Yeah. Okay. I think I do have an auto throttle bound somewhere. I have to double check. I'm pretty rarely flying something with an auto throttle, so I always forget like when I actually have it. When I have it available. Thanks, Jason. I didn't want to disconnect the autopilot that soon, but you got your wish. I did it. It's cool. You can kind of see the lights very, very faintly up there. Or maybe it's... I can't tell if that's supposed to be... Yeah, no, it looks like lights. It looks like the landing lights. Like very faintly. Weird things happen when you zoom in with the drone camera. Like planes disappear. Like look, the lights are visible here, and then when I zoom in, they disappear. Never understand that. Nav is easy these days. With autopilot, it's easy. I mean, with GPS, I guess it's easy, but I rarely do navigation by hand. If we're doing something like scenic, like any kind of precision navigation, I'm 100% using autopilot. Doing an IFR with an IFR like every single time. Landing's a proof of a pilot. That was just lucky. I have like very little time in the HondaJet, so I'll chalk it up to luck mostly. I didn't even turn the auto throttle off, so always making mistakes. But appreciate that either way. Don't know why my livery is different on your screen. Are you rocking the OG Couch Captain livery? Yeah, I guess. Oh, maybe I don't have it. Do I have it installed? I'm not sure if I have it installed because I think I like reformatted like long after that. I might not even have my own liveries in there. I don't think I do. Yeah, there's one for the CJ4. and one for the Grand Caravan. Dude, look how, all right, this is based first. The lighting looks so good right now. Boop. I'm trying to see if I can see any of the effects, like I don't really see the heat effect, the engine heat effect. All right, who's next? Smokes, let's go. And Amarchi. Amarchi's here in the Grand Caravan. Did you time accelerate or just take off nearby? Take off from here. All right, Smokes is in the CJ4 with that red tail livery. That's a good livery. It's a Microsoft livery. What's up, Amarchi? Amarchi somehow flew along with us in the Grand Caravan. He's as fast as the HondaJets. Very nice. Nice and smooth. Look at that flare. Beautiful. Now he's just showing off. Like a motorcycle doing a wheelie. Man, I used to fly the CJ4 quite a bit. All right, Rockwolf's coming up in a HondaJet as well. And Trojan and Lake. Oh, Lake's in the CJ4. Nice wheelie. Thanks, bro. Been working on it. Dude, the citations are pretty intimidating too. Like anything that goes fast and like than a turboprop is scary to me. Lake Pilot, what's going on there? He's slewing up. Something happened. He's making his escape. All right, Trojan's coming in. HondaJet. The lighting looks pretty good. The landing lights. Actually, it could just be it's actually the taxi light, isn't it? Is it showing my taxi light? Glitching a little bit. Some multiplayer glitches. Home safe. All right, Lake Pilot coming in the CJ4. And Rock right behind him. Landing lights are fire. I think it might, I don't know if it's showing their landing lights or I think it's showing my light, which is just a taxi light. Because see, Lake Pilot has no lights on in the CJ4. Another successful landing. What are we, like 6 for 6 now? Lake Pilot just disappeared. Oh no, that was Lake Pilot. Sorry, he disappeared and then he came back down. Oh, Rock, pull it to the left. Pull it to the left. We count it. He's still on the runway. Whoa, what just happened there? Oh, is he going around? I think you got a long runway. You can probably still stick it. Oh, it looks like he's going around. Something happened. It looked like he hit like a maybe the default scenery is bad here. It looked like he hit like a road bump. A speed bump. A wheelie contest happening now. I think that's the end of the train. Oh, Pryfly is still up in the, what's the V-22? Is that a military jet? Jason says tomorrow I fly the Chippy. What's the Chippy? The Chippy in the UK, weather permitting. Like in real life, Jason? Appreciate that, dude. What is the Chippy? I'm just a sim gaming dork. I don't fly planes in real life, so I'm not up with all the lingo. I don't know all the things. You weren't even using the speed brakes. Yeah, I didn't put mine on either. I think what's happening with the landing lights is just that I have actually, oh no, my lights are off actually. So it was showing. I don't know that for a landing light, it looked like it was offset a little bit. All right, stigmatism's coming in, maybe on the other runway. Yeah, this plane is super fun. I'm a little with everything that's automated, it makes it really approachable, obviously. Like there's way less things for me to remember to do, which is nice. Obviously, I still need to learn all of those things and not just rely on the automation, but I think the speed is just the intimidating part. But that was just a favorable, like we had clear skies and good headwinds for the landing, so that was like I was set up for success with the landing because of the weather. So yeah, this is a pretty fun alternative to flying something like a Citation or an airliner. You can still get up to insane altitudes. It's fast enough to do, well, not the turbojet approaches or stars because the restrictions are too fast, but it's still a nice change of pace. You know, the worst part about flying like the Phoenix is the frame rate. Just how much like system resources it takes to fly an airliner. All right, parking brake is set. Wheel chocks. I assume I do the chocks in the systems menu. Sim options. I guess we just hit static elements. All right, Sigmatism's coming in. What's the opposite? Opposite of 3.4 would be 1.6? Wait, 1.7. Oh, or 3.5. Sorry, 3.5, 1.7. Opposite of 3.4 would be 1.6. No wheel chocks are modeled. Oh, is it? It's not on static elements. Oh yeah, it's just got like pitot tube covers and stuff probably. Nighttime looks pretty good. I just fly in the day 99% of the time. All right, engine anti-ice off. It was off. External power, no. Thrust to cut off. Cabin sign is required. Pull off oxygen, done. Parking brake release, battery off. We did it. I think another flight will take too long, so I'm gonna end the stream after we watch Astigmatism land, and then I'll probably get to work on that BeyondATC video. I worked on it a bit yesterday, but ran into some bugs, but they fixed those bugs. I like reported it last night, and it's already fixed in a patch today, which is amazing. I think most of their users are doing like, you know, they're flying, you know, airliners and major airports, and I'm there flying around in little tiny airports with like little, you know, little pistons and turboprops and stuff. So I'm running into some bugs that a lot of other people aren't running into. Oh, beautiful. Straddling the center line. Look at that. One wheel was on the right side, one on the left. I'm taking notes for myself here. Ah, that's how you do it. And the landing light looks pretty good, actually. What's up, Sierra? GG, sorry I couldn't join. Oh, you had a sim crash. Bummer. Yeah, it was a nice little change of pace. I'm excited to get a good BeyondATC beginner video out. Hopefully it's decent, but yeah, I'm going to make one for people that have never used ATC before. I think I've been trying to record it for like the last week, but I would just like, you make one wrong decision on like picking an airport. Like I was recording it and I didn't even look at the terrain around the airport I was flying out the other day. I think it was on Sunday. And I basically took off and I was in a Cessna 172 with the G1000. I took off and the airport I was at was somewhere in Idaho at 6,000 feet with mountains right in front of me. You know, I'm basically like setting myself up to fail. I could barely climb and there was this terrain right in front of me. And then I hit a bug because of the way the frequencies were at the airport I was at. So it was just like, oh man, it takes, sometimes it takes many attempts to even get the recorded, the recorded stuff from the sim right. But yeah. Oh, the Chipmunk, the Chippy, the poor man's Spitfire. Look it up. Got it, got it. Thanks, Jason. View looks really good. Yeah, this plane is oh dude, the lighting looks so good. Delta's lighting it up with the blue light from the Juice Goose. Wait, I gotta get a screenshot of this. This is like a marketing photo for the HondaJet right now. All right, where am I? I gotta get back over. Like a nighttime photo shoot with the HondaJet. We got those trendy colored lights. Beautiful. Oh, I got to turn off that traffic option so this plane isn't fading into a ghost plane. Need me to improve the angle? No, this is fine. This is pretty awesome, actually. Is it like nighttime just looks better for group shots? Because this looks so much better than normal. The problem is it's not gonna translate to like a YouTube thumbnail, unfortunately. It'll be good to share in the channel or to share on the Discord, but usually these super dark thumbnails are so hard to see. Every nighttime thumbnail I've ever tried to make was just didn't work because like detail of the plane isn't there. That's funny though. Thanks for the light, dude. Change it to daytime. Oh, then we can't see. Yeah, can't see the. Yeah, I bet if I change it to daytime, it's gonna look worse. It's okay. Yeah, it's just like the lights are. I need to like turn off live weather, get some clouds going. Maybe high level clouds. It's photo shoot time. Or maybe we should hop in some jets and stuff this weekend instead of our normal little group flight. I like the wave, the rudder wave. What's my favorite plane? The Meridian. FS Reborn M500, the FSR 500 in the marketplace. 100% my favorite plane. But you know, if you like flying jets, then it's not going to be your favorite plane. But for me and the speed I usually fly at, yeah, the Meridian is like the best. It is the best. It's got wear and tear, failures. The only thing the Meridian doesn't have that could improve it, I think, is visible passengers. Visible passengers would be an awesome update for it. But it might be a performance thing being available on Xbox. Like maybe they can't. Yeah, I love the Meridian. Sometimes Rawl is the developer of those planes, of the Meridian and the Sting S4. Sometimes he's in chat and I fanboy a little bit. Might record BeyondATC from the same airports I did the G1000. Oh, that's a good idea, Kilrick. Yeah, the fly anywhere with the G1000, so then people could step it up. That's a good idea. I'll check though, like those airports, I don't know that they actually have approaches. So part of the criteria is like I need the airports to have at least like an ILS or an RNAV approach that the person might be familiar with, because yeah, part of it's going to be flying the approach. And then they both need to have ATIS as well, because I want them to get the full ATIS experience their first time, not like ASOS or AWOS. I want them to hear the actual ATIS where it says active runway and all that. So, because I'm guessing most people are going to want to fly airliners. So if they do it in the 152 or the 172, then they can move up to like their Citations, their Vision Jets. They're probably the next day they're gonna jump in the Phoenix, you know, and then look up the Phoenix video. So I want them to get the full experience like of ATIS, clearance, ground, all the frequencies, departure, center controller, and approach controller. Yeah, so I'm not sure that those airports will work. But then again, it's hard because if I do it in the 172, we can't cover a lot of distance in a short amount of time. So the chance of them seeing all of those positions as well, all of those different frequencies, is also lower. So yeah, it's a little bit tricky. But I'll take a look at them and see if it's possible. That would be cool as like a series kind of thing, a continuation of where we left off with the last tutorial. I will take a look. Yeah, McCook, what was it, Ben Nelson Regional, and then I forget the departure one. Anyway, thanks for the suggestion, dude. I'll take a look at it tonight. All right, guys. Yeah, it was fun flying the H-Jet. HondaJet's pretty awesome. It's a beast. It's a rocket ship. Everything's automated. It's my kind of plane. I'm gonna call it an early night. Yeah, we only did like 2 hours today. Usually we do more, but I'm gonna have dinner earlier than 9 or 10 p.m. this time, and yeah, maybe I'll probably get to work on the BeyondATC video. Is that takeoff gonna work? Oh my god! How did that work? No way! No way! Maybe there's no building there for you. I mean, it looked like you cleared the building. Oh, there's people inside the airport here. I didn't even look at the scenery I got. But I see there's just a bunch of people over there. It's I can't see it because I'm fixed on a target. I messed it up. All right, guys, have a good rest of your night. Thanks for flying along. Wild says raw won't do visible passengers. Oh, until they look better. Yeah, but are bad looking passengers better than no passengers though? He can always update them later when they look better. You know? Is the longitude going to be in 25? You mean Flight Sim 2024? I'm not sure. The only thing I heard about, if you're talking about like which planes they're giving us, the only thing I've heard is that when they announced that the Flight FX Vision Jet is going to be, the Cirrus Vision Jet is going to be included. So everybody will get the Vision Jet, which is awesome. I'm not sure about, I don't think they've announced any of the other ones yet. Record the video at Santa Barbara up to San Luis Obispo. I might do that, Delta. Yeah, I fly out of Santa Barbara a lot, San Luis Obispo a lot. I like Santa Barbara. I flew there in real life that one time, so it was fun. In a Piper. And IRL weather took you out of the sky. Watch the whole stream. Thanks, Delta. CEO Fortune 500 convention in Oklahoma City with all the private jets. Yeah, we've arrived. We're here to sell you our NFT scam. Here we are. All right, guys. Have a good rest of your night. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for lighting me up, Delta. I'll see you guys on Saturday. No, Thursday. Oh my God. It feels like the end of the week. It's only Tuesday. What is going on? What's going on with my brain? I'll see you guys on Thursday for marketplace time. Hopefully we have something new. If not, I'll buy something new. Most likely. It's turning from marketplace, buying a plane, to really like, I just want to buy something I've never used before. Like SimFX or BeyondATC, stuff like that. Oh yeah, Sim Update 15, yeah. If Sim Update 15 comes out, we'll just be hopefully gushing over all the improvements. All right, dudes. Have a good night. Thanks for flying along. Raccoon, thanks for the 5 gifted earlier. Really appreciate you pulling out your laptop for that, dude. Above and beyond. Appreciate it, as always. All right, guys. You have a good rest of your night. I'll see you guys on Discord. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Thanks for flying along. Thanks for getting me in the fast HondaJet. That was fun. All right, guys. See ya. I can't see where Delta went. He's weaving. He's bobbing and weaving. I can't keep the camera on. All right, I'm out. Later, guys.